House of Commons stuff. Good morning.
Morning.
Hang on now. Oh, we're live, yeah. There was something weird happening there. I was just saying to Elaine, I was watching some of the Theresa May stuff last night, you know, the vote of confidence.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
I'm not going to bore you with that because I wasn't particularly interested. What I want to talk about, though, is how childish is the House of Commons?
Oh, I know.
Someone would say, well, if the honourable gentleman actually did say this, and then I hear in the background, rah, 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 rah,
Yeah, there's loads of just like, rhubarb, rabble, rabble.
Yeah, rabble. Yeah. There's a lot of that going on last night. That was the most entertaining part of watching anything to do with the House of Commons for the last number of days.
Yeah, if you think our Dáil is bad for that kind of thing, tune in and watch the House of Commons.
Well, what I love about Dáil Éireann is, well, Deputy, you said this, or Deputy, you said that, or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
in the House of Commons, is, well, the Honourable Gentleman. Where did that come from? Anyway, sorry, I'm sidetracked. It's cold this morning. It's absolutely freezing out there. So right now it's about 1 or 2 degrees in places, and the high today will be 6, but it is a little bit frosty and icy. My car was frozen.
Yeah, my car was frozen as well, yeah.
So just take it handy this morning if you're on the roads, and if you spot something, do give us a shout. But high today of 6, generally dry, but the rain will be back around 6 o'clock. It's coming back. It's gone away for the day, but it'll be back 6 o'clock.
So let's have a check at some of the papers today. Irish Mirror front page is all about how much obesity is costing Ireland. More than €1 million spent on fat reducing operations in Irish hospitals last year, the HSE has revealed. And RTE's first dates is also one of the big stories in the Mirror today, with a young mum from Poland who was on a date and had an awkward encounter with Paul from Galway. Their encounter,
Bloody Paul.
It got awkward when the bill arrived, obviously. She says, Dominica says, Irish men are spoilt by women agreeing to split the bill. She was having none of it on first dates. I didn't see it. I got to watch it back.
So is she saying that Irish men should be paying for the bill, that women shouldn't be? Is that what she's saying?
Yeah, like she says here, I think Irish men are spoiled by Irish girls. The culture of Polish and Irish is different. In Poland, it's tradition that a guy always pays for the first date.
God, welcome to 2019.
And she said a girl in Poland wouldn't offer to split the bill. So we'd love to know what you think about that.
She's gone against the trend, didn't she?
Listen, I couldn't care less. If you're out for dinner with somebody, if they offered to pay the bill and they're kind of insisting and they asked you, sometimes it's whoever asked the other person, they pay for the first date.
Yeah.
Who care? I wouldn't. Now, I've friends who've had awful encounters with women over it. Yeah, they got touchy about it, like.
We definitely talk about that.
And they're either touchy that you didn't pay or touchy that you did pay. There's no pleasing people, like.
I do know of a girl though who got highly offended by a very good friend of mine who is not at all this kind of like, you know, I'm the man, I must do it.
Yeah.
And he was on a date with a girl, I know them both, and he did offer to pay, and she got as thick. I heard back from her friends that she had a good rant when she went home. Oh, he's disgraceful, I'm never going to see him again. And he said, oh, I'll pay for it, no problem. And she got violently thick.
Yeah, what's the problem? She could have offered to pay the next time.
She could have, exactly. The Times this morning says, it's up to you, Mrs May. Varadkar tells British government to find Brexit solution, and Labour shuns negotiation as PM wins confidence vote by 19. And this is in a few papers this morning. Cut down on red meat by 90% to save the planet, is in the Times Ireland edition this morning.
Also on the front page of the Irish Examiner today, no deal would be costly, and a photograph of our Taoiseach Leo Varadkar speaking to the media outside government buildings yesterday. That's at the front page of the Examiner. Joe Schmidt has revealed his Six Nations squad as well. Lots on that inside the papers today. And the Children's Hospital Board had no grasp of the actual costs of the Children's Hospital is another story. I mean, the overspend on that. When I saw the overspend, I thought it was the cost of the hospital. It was 1.4 billion.
Billion, yeah.
And then so I when this all came out first a few months ago and people started to talk about it, and then I was like, wait, that's how much they overspent on it? But anyway, according to the paper today, the board didn't have a clue how much it was actually going to cost them when they set out with this huge plan to have a National Children's Hospital. So that's on the front page of today's Examiner as well.
The Irish Times then has those same stories. Theresa May refuses to rule out a no-deal Brexit, and meat consumption in Western countries such as Ireland may need to drop by the 90% as well to avert a climate catastrophe.
90?
Yeah, and reverse the current obesity epidemic as well, according to this new study. So it names specifically Ireland in this as well, to drop your meat consumption by 90% for it doesn't even say for health reasons, it says for the climate.
No, it's for climate. Yeah, I mean,
for cows farting.
Yeah, it's not just that though, I don't think, but
that's part of it. It names the methane from
yeah.
cows in it.
Yeah.
Although, if you kill a cow and turn it into steak and burgers, that cow can't fart anymore. I'm just saying.
How would you stop a cow farting? Eat it. I can I go back to the Examiner for 1 second, just because it's got this story which we probably won't be able to talk about on air, but we can talk about it here. So this is a story about this man who was self-medicating, right? He decided that it'd be a great idea to inject himself with semen. What?
Yeah. So
Why?
He had chronic back pain, and he decided that giving injections of his own semen would work. It didn't, and instead it created some sort of build-up and basically turned into a huge bump. And then he discharged himself, if you excuse the pun, from the hospital.
Oh God! Okay.
Sorry. Before he would allow the nursing and medical staff to drain said bump. So.
Oh God! Okay.
What?
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have brought it up.
But did someone say to him, "Oh yeah, no, that'll work. Your back pain, it'll get rid of it. Just 2 days,
semen.
Tops,
or wee or anything."
Just
inject.
And
some of the top trends.
Sorry, go on.
Andy, you weren't finished your paper. Some of the top trends today.
Right.
Gogglebox Ireland is trending. They did the naughties last night. They looked at Nadine Coyle's date of birth. What date of birth?
What date of birth, Daddy? Daddy, where's my passport?
They did that last night, but also looked back at that lovely Donal Walsh interview as well on RTE, and that was all on Gogglebox Ireland last night. That is trending as a result.
Frank Lampard's trending this morning. Derby won last night in the FA Cup on penalties. Andy Keogh, the Irish international, scored the winning penalty there. And I love this guy, Marcelo Bielsa, who's the Leeds manager. He's in all sorts of trouble for admitting that he's been spying on... basically what happened, if you missed the story, a Leeds staff member was spotted at the Derby County training session. He's then been questioned, and Marcelo's since come out to say, I've been spying on everyone we've played this season.
All the teams.
He even sat up last night in a press conference and showed, this is exactly what I did on a kind of a projector. He showed what he did, and this guy... I love him for his honesty, but it's mad stuff.
Just being honest, a huge reaction to it actually, and a lot of people saying, he's going against the... that's not the ethos of the game and all the rest. And I'm like, what? There's no rules about it. Like.
This is the thing. He then said, I've done nothing illegal. I didn't break any rules. And I think his point, because his Italian accent, he doesn't really have very strong English.
Yeah.
I think his point was basically, you're just jealous that I thought of it before you.
Yeah.
It's your problem.
Of course, it's reminded us of the incident in the Man Up the Tree in Killarney a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Kerry were being spied on as well.
That's
it was in Killarney, wasn't it?
Yeah, allegedly, yeah.
It's a chaos.
Before we finish, shocker, because we both have a coffee here. There's a headline this morning that says the first study into the extinction of various coffee plants has shown that there's been a 60% decline in certain variations of the coffee. Okay. And it looks like we really are going to run out of coffee eventually. So take it in while you can, lads.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lovely. Right, we're going to go. Have a great Thursday, whatever you do get up to. Do every so often, thanks for all the comments and people saying hello to us. Every so often there's angry faces on our videos, but the people who put the angry faces up never really tell us why they're angry. So you need to tell us why you're angry. We don't know. Don't know if it's that we're drinking coffee.
Probably if you're talking about semen injections.
Oh yeah, might be that.
Good luck.
Morning.